First, AI steals your job. Next, they decide who gets hired. This is why job hunting is even harder now. In this video, I'm going to show you 4 ways to trick the system into hiring you. But first, let's take a look at how AI-powered recruitment puts you at a disadvantage and how recruiters are using them in the hiring process. If you think I'm one of those people who are against AI, trust me, I'm not. This is a cry for real people with real lives at stake. The reality is corporations are always chasing for better, faster, stronger results for bigger bucks, and AI can make it happen. In the last few years, AI has evolved like crazy, and it's moving into sectors where human judgment is crucial. Recruiters are to blame. Here's how they're relying on AI for most of the hiring process. If you're a serial job hunter, you've definitely run into pre-screening chatbots on job sites. These AI chatbots jump in right after you submit your job application, and in the chat, they ask open-ended questions about product knowledge, reasons for application, basically anything the recruiter wants to know. They help recruiters save time filtering out unqualified candidates early on in the hiring process. Depending on how recruiters handle your responses, it might cost you your opportunity. I've seen it happen. Some people, like developers, aren't very big on writing or being wordy, but they can code like pros. Disqualifying them because they don't nail the written questions is totally unfair. If you're a candidate, your best bet is to do your best in answering them, because not answering at all or leaving the form empty is another story. Then there's resume screening. Being in the career business, I know ATS or application tracking systems have been around for a long time now, right? Recruiters use it to sort through that massive pile of resumes they get for every job posting, down to a short list of people who actually stand a chance. In the recent years though, there's been a lot of buzz about ATS. If you search ATS resumes on X, you will see the buzz that I'm talking about. Recruiters are selling ATS-friendly resume templates on social media and spreading the word that if you want your resume to get noticed, you've got to play by the ATS rules. ATS on its own isn't exactly AI, but with the rise of AI, we now have even more AI-powered AI systems. And the ugly side is the system favors specific keywords and formats, which means if your resume doesn't tick all the right boxes, you will get overlooked, even if you're perfectly qualified. Recruiters also use AI algorithms to automatically match you with open positions. Companies aren't exactly transparent about how they're really using this in tech, so I'm not too sure if it's happening here in Malaysia, but I do know it exists. All this should make you really think, how much control do we really have when AI is doing the matchmaking? Well, the problem with letting machines decide who gets to work and who doesn't is candidates and their potential is reduced to really just data points and keywords. No depth, no individuality, no skills, just speed and convenience. I can say this with full confidence because at Sigma School, we believe in potential, whether it's in our students or in our staff. Many of our team members don't have degrees. Seriously, right? Most of our staff don't have degrees related to their roles, and some even started with 0 experience, yet are thriving now because we value their ability to grow and they consistently try to improve themselves, right? We don't want our candidates to just be another number, right? And let me tell you, if I relied only on AI to screen candidates right at the very beginning, I wouldn't have found the digital marketer who took Sigma School's visibility to new heights, or the content creator who gave us 1 million views on TikTok. They went from 0 to specialists. It's proof that sometimes you need the human touch to uncover potential talent. I lead a team of around 20 people now. I can tell you now, all of them would have been rejected by AI, right? I believe a great recruiter knows better than to rely 100% on AI. What a waste to miss out on the next big talent just because AI cannot recognize the potential. As someone who personally recruits talents for Sigma School, I interview people, almost 100 people in the past 2 weeks, and I refuse to lose sight of my candidates' soft skills and executive skills. These qualities for me are what defines the right hiring decisions. AI cannot gauge this for me. It's not imprinted in their training data on how to be intuitive when it comes to character judgment. So if earlier on in the recruitment process, you're given the chance to attend live assessments, phone call interviews, or even self-recorded interviews, it's up to you to make the most out of it. That's what we do in our company, and we screen through all these videos, self-recording videos, to get as many data points as possible to understanding that person. So if you didn't do that video, you are doing yourself a disservice. Now, as someone who's dedicated to helping students break into software, a career in tech, regardless of your academic background or experience, one serious flaw in AI-powered recruitment that really needs to be addressed is its amplifying bias. As a job seeker, you need to know what you're up against. The system is wired to favor candidates with linear career progressions and specific academic credentials, right? They don't look twice at people with non-traditional career paths, those with career gaps, or anyone who doesn't have the right degree or certification. Those who break the mold wouldn't stand a chance, honestly, right? So at Sigma School, we've seen firsthand how students from all walks of life can land incredible jobs, right? Talents should be judged by what it truly is, talent, right? And I firmly believe letting AI decide whether a candidate checks off the usual boxes or throws around the right buzzwords shouldn't be the standard for hiring or not hiring. What most recruiters don't see is that they might be sacrificing something very valuable. So if you are the valuable talent that recruiters might be overlooking, you've got to play it smart to navigate and to trick the system, right? So here's 4 tips to do that. First, use an ATS-friendly resume builder or checker. The builder helps you create a resume with the right formatting. The checker helps you know how optimized your resume is for ATS. Or keep your resume simple and clean. If you want to build your own resume, Harvard University has a free downloadable resume template that recruiters love. Just Google it, right? Harvard resume template, and you will find it. The trick here is to make sure information on your resume is detectable by the company's ATS. For example, education details on your resume should land in the education field in the ATS. If you're using flashy designs or graphics, the system might struggle to figure out what goes where, and your resume could be tossed aside in favor of others that are easier to process, right? So save the fanciness for your portfolio, right? Number 2, leverage LinkedIn to your advantage. If you don't have one, make one right now, right? A strong LinkedIn profile can boost your chances of getting noticed. Many companies use AI to screen LinkedIn profiles, so make sure yours is up to date and matches the information on your resume. On that note, remember to include important keywords, especially in the skills section. Next, detail your experiences, such as projects you were involved in previously, and if you have a career break, put that in too. If you're switching careers, you can list all the transferable skills. Experiences are always valuable. Finally, to create a powerful weapon with LinkedIn, ask for endorsements and recommendations. You can get these from previous managers, colleagues, or seniors. This can also be a start for you to make connections and start networking. Fun fact, most people get jobs through word of mouth. Third tip to trick the system is using keywords wisely. This applies to applications on all job platforms, including a specific company's site. ATS systems are getting smarter, and they can tell when you're trying to game the system. Overstuffing your resume or application form with keywords can make it seem really unnatural, and that wouldn't help you sell yourself. Make it human readable as well. So next, tip number 4, which is the most important yet the most underplayed. Tailor your resume for each job application. This always makes a strong impression, whether it's with human hiring managers or the AI that matches your resume to open positions. No need to start from scratch every single time. Just tweak it a little bit using the keywords that are relevant to the role you're applying for. For example, some positions might look for the skill Facebook ads, while others might use the term meta ads, right? Essentially, they're both the same thing, but a little adjustment can go a long way in making sure your resume hits the mark. In a world where the rules are stacked against you, you've got to play it smarter. Don't let your hard work go to waste. Finally, if you're looking to switch careers into tech, but you're worried about the rigid systems that really favors perfect career paths or formal degrees, you can join us at Sigma School. We don't just teach you, we equip you with the tools and the skills to stand out in this crowded job market. And I personally work with over 200 students now to help them get jobs in software. So we help you create a resume at the end of your journey that highlights your true potential. We prep you for every step of the job application process and the whole interview process so that you won't just be another number on the list, right? With over 30 hiring partners to date, you will be the candidate who stands out and gets noticed. You can watch this success story and take our students' word for it. Until next time, bye.